that you have the bathroom all to yourself, okay? So cute.
Have you ever moving about?
Yeah? Cruella got herself in the tiniest little corner. We'll be here when you're ready, okay? Benji, bye. Hello. Hey, careful, huh? Hi, girl. You feeling comfortable? He's ready to come out. Oh, you are so cute. Hi, Junie. I got something for you. Oh, you are so cute. You're so cute. Hi. Do you know what this is? Let's squeeze up. Junie. Oh, Junie. Oh, it's so yummy. It's so yummy, isn't it?
I still remember Tigger when he was a baby.
Quite thin. Oh, so cute.
Yo.
Hey, oh. He finished her dinner earlier today in 5 minutes. So it's 10:30 and we're giving her another meal. This would be her third meal today. We want her to gain a lot more weight. Junie, are you ready? Oh. Are you curious? You are curious. I've never seen your tail this fluffy, buddy. Are you scared? Or are you excited? Oh, so cute. Oh, you don't like the smell, don't you? It's okay. She is still purring. Oh, so cute. Still itchy? Thank you.